Hey guys, welcome back to today's video. If you don't know me, hi, my name is Duhamel Bentley, and I'm excited because we're going to be reviewing Too Faced. I haven't done Too Faced in a very little bit in this channel. They are continuing with their like tiny little baby palettes. And I have my thoughts and my opinions. I've done several looks. Today I'm going to finalize my third and final look. I'm excited. Before we get started, I want to talk to you guys about like skin prep because honey, hello, yes, listen, we gotta look Gorgina always, without and with makeup. And the reality of the case, honey, is you can't have a house if you don't got good flooring. Trust me, I lived in a very unsettling flooring apartment. Girl, it destroyed literally bed, it destroyed our furniture, every single thing. So don't get the furniture destroyed. Make sure you're hydrating. Make sure you're keeping your skin snatched. Cleanse my skin now. I have done a little bit of a pre-tone and I'm going to be going in with Ebu Beauty. I always call it Ebu Beauty, but I believe it's Ebu. And this is the Enchanted Bloom line. Oh, it's so cute. Like the serum alone, it's just literally an enchanted dream. I really, really like it. It's very comfortable on the skin. As you can see, we've definitely been using it, loving it. Very, very nice and delicious on the skin. The color itself, it's giving me like a fantasy, honey. Like no joke. I really, really love these kind of like lavendery, purpley, stunning tones. They're just so beautiful. And on top of that, it being skincare, this is going to be, I feel like, really great for someone who wants to have balance on their skin. I feel like this is definitely going to be a little bit more oil controlling, pore tightening. It's cute. I really like the fact that they're glass components. They just feel really nice and luxurious and heavy. And again, I'm just applying a little bit more of the serum down here. I really, really like it. It absorbs so fast on the skin. It's just like, who is she, girl? Where does she go? But I just really love how fresh the skin looks. And I really like it for underneath my makeup because I feel like it really preps everything really well. Now, I'm also using the Enchanted Bloom Refining Moisturizer. Same thing with this one. So cute. I actually kind of go a little bit overboard when it comes down to prepping my skin for makeup. Now, this is a moisturizer that, in my opinion and experience, it's a little bit more lightweight. Even though it's lightweight, it has really good nourishing properties. If you guys want to see a review in depth of like the tea with Ebu, let me know and like, hello, we'll sit down and we'll do what we have to do. We warned us several times and Philippe has been like, what do you have on your skin? And I'm like, girl, I have an enchanted momentum right now. Definitely if you're someone who's looking for more of a balancing yet hydrating product, go support the brand. It's definitely a stunning, growing brand. They do have a lot of really cool things that they offer. Within this Enchanted Bloom, they did also launch some bath bombs, and it's amazing. It really is. Now that I have applied my moisturizer, she's looking Gorgina. We love her. I want to hop into the Wilders Prime. This is a moisturizing eye cream. It firms, refreshes, and nourishes. It's marine collagen and avocado oil. Listen, honey, say no more. Like, I am obsessed with eye creams. Like, some people say, no, just take your like lotion up here. I get it. Like, you know, a hydrator is a hydrator. But a lot of the times if we're using, like in this case, this one's going to be a little bit more oil controlling, but very nourishing, I think. It feels like it, at least in my experience when I've used it. It's just really, really nourishing, but not heavy, like I said before. But I don't like taking my moisturizer up here unless I have an eye cream first and then I can kind of mesh. I don't mind meshing both of them, but I like a barrier before my moisturizer because a lot of the times this eye area can be a little bit more sensitive, and utilizing like a face moisturizer, which our skin can be a little bit more resistant, could irritate a lot more the under eye. So to each their own. I personally really, really prefer the eye cream. and this one's an iconic one. Really, really good, really fresh, really gel-like. I have been digging into her as well. Really love how fresh this makes my eyes feel. I would have such a treat with putting this in the fridge. It's so moisturizing, but it's not oily or gunky. Like, it doesn't really travel uncomfortably underneath the eye where you can like apply it and like later on you're like, oh, it's going in my eye, it's creeping and it's uncomfortable. I haven't had that experience at all, and I've been really, really putting it to the test because I personally just, I want to be honest, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not about to play games, baby, with like the product. So I want to be very genuine and honest with my experience, and I am living. I really, 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 really do like it. It absorbs so quickly into the skin, and it's so fresh. It really is nice. I kind of shook about it. I have noticed definitely in the morning when I'm applying this, because of the cooling gel, feels very fresh and it kind of helps depuff the area. Hydration wise, it definitely looks brighter. Like, it's so cute. I'm really liking it. I'm really enjoying it. Like, she's been working very successfully for me. And I'm excited to try it today with my makeup because I haven't done makeup in like 3 decades. But I'm excited to get into it today. Guys haven't subscribed and you enjoy the content, or you enjoy Felipe and his content, really appreciate your support with the subscribe. Maybe a little like, honey. I'm just putting it out there. Binge watching is a thing in the Doofy Nation. I'm just putting it out there. Now, I'm just letting this sit into the skin. Gorgina, so good. Oi. Okay. Now that I've done that, where's my primer? I gotta go get my primer. Excuse me. Now for primers today, I'm actually gonna be using a couple of different things in honor of the Super Bowl, which I literally didn't even know it was Sunday until my friend, she was like, it's Sunday. And I was like, what? I didn't even realize that it was Sunday. But anyway, in honor of the Super Bowl, I am going to be mixing in the Fenty Beauty Pro Filter. This is the Instant Retouch Primer. It's a soft matte. I really like this primer. Actually, one of the first products from Fenty Beauty that I really, really enjoyed, and I still do. She's definitely been with me for like maybe 2 years, so hopefully she's still working. I mean, she doesn't smell like anything weird. God, I'm so bad at this. I really need to get better at like ensuring that the products I'm using are like fresh. I just hate spending money and throwing away. I really, oh God, excuse me. I really do. I'm just like a hoarder like that. Now that I have, I'm like beating my face. Now that I have my primer on for Miss Fentisha, excited. I personally haven't been as excited for a performance in a really, really long time for the Super Bowl. I really did love the Jennifer Lopez and Shakira performance. Like, listen, I grew up with Shakira and definitely Jennifer Lopez. As Puerto Ricans, she's obviously like the girl, right? And we do love her. I really fell into, I'm gonna go into the Janessa Marix. I always call her Janessa Marix, but I think it's Janessa Marix. Honey, Janessa, if you're watching, I love you. I'm sorry for mispronouncing your name, but your products are iconic, okay? This is a number 3. I think this is a really suitable shade, not only for my complexion, but also for Felipe's complexion. Very nice. As you can see, we've been, either carving at it or kind of working it on the skin. Mainly, I'm going to go into my more porousy areas. Listen, girl, I know skin is skin. We do what we do, but at the end of the day, I want to look as like sleek and Barbie as I can when it comes down to using makeup and life in general. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I could get a Porsche and like have a pink one, how cute would that be? Like the Bentley Mobile? Yes, honey. Oh my gosh. Anyways, so this is iconic, so good. I'm really excited to continue to try more of the brand. I know they're just launching these really beautiful balmy blushes, and as you guys know, Felipe is obsessed with blushes right now, which is, I mean, such a good obsession to have. This is already looking so nice. Ay, ay, ay. like fresh and like balanced, which I really enjoy. Primer for the under eye. I'm going to be using the REM Beauty. This, I don't even know what it's called. The Cooling Blurring Under Eye Balm. Okay, let's do it. She's like serving the game. I have never really tried this before. She's balling up so far, which, you know, that's cute. We spend money for the product to fall. You know what I'm saying? Don't make me call it out, baby. Don't make me call it out, you know, because, come on. This is like 14, 15 bucks, I think. Let me see. It's hard to pick up. Girl. It almost looks like a putty primer, which makes me wonder if you can use it as a putty primer. I hope to like the galaxies, because this brand is all about galaxies, right? That this is not gonna mess up my concealer. Girl. We'll see. We'll see what happens. I'm putting it to the test. Right here, right now. Okay, let's see her. She's feeling cute underneath the eye. Okay, all right. Listen, I don't know if this is gonna be a very flattering angle. Leave in the comment down below if you're kind of feeling this setup. I really want to change the background. I feel like my background, she's serving like like vintage YouTube, which is not a bad thing, but I feel like it's time for us to elevate and do something a little bit different. But I mean, so far, priming's looking cute. guys, so my face is kind of set and done. I have baking under my eyes and I've done my base underneath my eyes. Before I start the actual process of eyeshadow, I want to just gently reset it because it's kind of breaking up a little bit, which is all right. You know, it's just a matter of setting it. I just don't want it to bunch up and ball up before I'm done with this. So I don't know what I'm going to create today as a look. This palette is very pretty. I think like the iridescent tones in here are just very stunning, and there's definitely a lot that you can do with it. But I don't know. I feel like it's very purple, very kind of sitting yourself into that tone. So I think I want to do a smoky. I don't know. Let this take life of its own because I don't know what I want to do. I will say definitely pigmented. She's working pretty good within the pigment, and she does blend out really nicely. You know, again, within the 3 looks that I've created, this being the 3rd, they definitely have a nice, easy BC kind of buildable tone to them. And again, the color is just, it's nice. It's not really patchy or anything, even though right now it's looking a little crazier. I think it's just my method of application because I'm concentrating most of the pigment in my outer corner. I definitely want to kind of blow this out a little bit and maybe do something a little grunge, a little sexy. I haven't done a halo eye in a bit, so maybe I should do a halo eye. Do I want to do a halo eye? I don't know. I don't know. We'll see. So I'm just packing it kind of on the outer wing and then working it up towards the crease area. In with a stamping brush. This is a Morphe. It doesn't really have a number. Honestly, you know, it's based off of preference, but this is just a random one that I have here. I'm going to stamp in... What do I want to stamp in? Do I want it more purple? I just feel like I've done so many purple looks. Let me do the brown. I feel like that might be best. Let's do this kind of maroon tone. And we're just reinforcing really quick that kind of like shade that we did really nicely on here. Fluffy brush, I'm just selecting the peach shade that we have in here, and I'm just kind of buffing it around the edges where I'm going to be meshing in my beautiful contour honey just to kind of tie everything and smoke everything out. I feel like it's going to kind of, you know, gently tie everything cohesively when it comes down to me contouring and kind of creating those more, you know, little moments. Now I'm going to just set my base with this cream shade. And the reason why I want to do this is because honestly, I haven't used this shade. And I want to make sure that I'm pushing all of the shades that we have to offer in this palette. And I feel like I haven't used this shade at all. She's definitely pigmented. Like, this is a very pigmented palette. Like, there's just honestly no complaints in pigmentation. They do have a lot of fallout, but if I'm honest with you, I'm not concerned about it. I'm not angry about it. It is a powder, and I mean, it is doing its job. So I'm very happy to see, you know, the pigmentation on this palette. It's something that I can most definitely rely on. Like, you can clearly see that it's working on deeper shades and manipulating them. So again, it's just very, very nice. I do appreciate, you know, the quality of Too Faced. Too Faced definitely is, you know, it's good for a lot of things. She's definitely challenging in other aspects as well, but truth be told, you can always rely on the quality that the brand will offer you. And in this case, you know, there's no exception here whatsoever. Now, for my inner corner lids, I want to use the green and the cream golden, which is this shade, and this shade here. I feel like those are going to mesh really well together, and I have not used them, so it's definitely a perfect opportunity to try them. Pinker Times Ahead, and I really like how small and petite this is. I enjoy the concept. I will say that. Opening her up, I guess starting right off the bat in the fire, I don't like how small the eyeshadows are, and I don't like the placement of ones being larger and then the others being smaller. It's not my vibe. I prefer their old packaging where like palettes and pans were a little bit larger in size. Definitely let me know in the comment down below if you're a Too Faced person that prefers older pans, or do you prefer this new style of pans? Listen, I don't have an issue with them as much as I have an issue with the price point of them. This palette, for example, is $39, right? Is she? Yeah, she's $39. A lot of people have been really loving her. If I'm honest with you, she's very cute. She has a lot to offer. But at the same time, I'm a little bit concerned that within the mattes that we have here, you're kind of stuck. I mean, it's very mauve-y, very purpley, and she's cute. Don't get me wrong. I'm looking pretty Gorgina. Hi. But I don't know. I felt a little stuck. I felt like I was using things over and over and over again, and I would have really expected to maybe have a little bit more fun, especially for the price point that we were spending here. I will note that this is very good quality. It does have some fallout. It's pretty normal, I think, that especially since we have items that, you know, are more powder based. Fallout is a thing, you know what I'm saying? The pigment is there and she works really, really well. So I'm very excited to now own this in my collection. I just wish it was a little bit larger or maybe a little bit cheaper. I feel like instead of 39, maybe 25 or maybe 15 because of how small these little pans can be. I just don't think that they're deeper than like the other formulas that they used to have. Let me get an old palette from them and see if maybe I'm tripping. Able to get, I guess this is like OG. This is a Too Faced chocolate bar. This is a, oh my God, this is made with 100% natural cocoa powder. I don't know if this is safe to use anymore. Yeah, no, definitely. Look at this. So big compared to like the Pinker Times Ahead. I do like the ideas that they have because this is, oh, girl, I literally just stabbed my shadow. She's coming for her. She's nasty. I will say, I just feel like they've downsized in material because this is just cardboard. This is definitely higher quality. And the pan sizings here definitely are larger. You know, it is what it is. I kind of do miss this. I feel like Tarte and Too Faced back then, they were definitely the girls to beat. If you agree, leave a comment down below. And if you don't, girl, let me know. What brand to you back then was the girl? Because there were so many, but I feel like Too Faced and Tarte definitely were taking the crown. I miss their glory days, I do. But again, very cute packaging. I do like the color story. I just would have wished that there was a little bit more variation because I feel like there's like two really creamy nudie patootie colors, which one of them is this one and then another one is this one. In my opinion, they don't translate as well. They're cute, they're very pigmented, don't get me wrong, but I just don't necessarily think that they translate well within themselves. So like when you mesh and blend, it kind of turns out to look just like one color. So personally, I would have really wished that they would have maybe thought of the color story maybe a little bit differently. But again, that's my side of the story, honey. Let's see here, what kind of information do they have for us on the website? I do have my iPad here. So it says, forget about yesterday's troubles and look forward to pinker times ahead with this positively playful palette of 14 multi-finish eyeshadows. It's joyful shades and delightful textures are sure to have you twirling with blissful expectations of beautiful days ahead. I really like that. And it says it smells like cotton candy sunset. I didn't really smell, I can't really capture any kind of cotton candy sunset or anything like that. It doesn't smell too crazy as it used to. I'm pretty sure the chocolate bar still smells like chocolate. Really did like it. My only critique definitely would have been the sizing of it versus the pricing of it. And I remember that I tried also the, what was it? The teddy bear palette. Same concept there. I felt like eyeshadows worked really, really beautiful, but it was just very expensive for, in my opinion, the experience that I was getting. And I feel like it's kind of a similar time here. I like packaging more than I like color story, and I like the idea behind it more than I like the color story. Now, performance-wise, if you really like the color story, performance-wise, I really do think that they work really, really beautifully. You do have to dig into some of the more shinier kind of metallic shades to get a good payoff, but I feel like that's any shadow in particular. I will note that I would have really enjoyed just a little bit more variation on the mattes, not as berry, because I feel like they just kind of turn into one color. And even though they work well, I don't know. For $39 nowadays, I have a lot of options, honey. So this is what brands, in my opinion, should be looking at, right? What are the options for the price point, quality versus color story? Like, what makes us stand out? At least that's my opinion, honey. Just putting it out there. But I do love her. I do love packaging so much. It's so cute. And we do have several looks. In total 3 with this today. I really like that I was able to kind of play around. I feel like this is a little bit more villainesque. It's like, sorry. This is very villainesque, and I really am living my life through this one. I think this is one of my favorites for sure that I did for this look. I did love all of them, but I felt like the first 2 were just very purple, and I wanted to use it today, the purple too. I mean, I did end up incorporating in the bottom, smoking it out with the black, but I was just like, kind of like, oh, I just don't want to use the same look over and over and over and over, and that was my biggest concern with the palette itself. Now, hopping over to Little Miss Thing here, the highlighter for the collection. Packaging is literally so stunning, so cute. It's just so joyful, and I really, really like it. It's called the Cheek Popper Blushing Highlighter, and this is in shade pink. I mean, it's called Pinker Times Ahead. It doesn't really have a name for this shade here, except for Cheek Popper Blushing. Very cute, very cute. I do like packaging. I like the stamping on here where it says Pinker Times Ahead. If I'm honest with you, I feel like they should have done maybe a little bit more, and this is me just picking on them. I feel like they should have done maybe more stampage versus like the Pinker Times Ahead stamping. They could have done something very cute with this. And in my opinion, it's a missed opportunity here. Again, we're here to get to the nitty gritty, baby. But I will say that this is very, very gleaming. As you can see, it's just, you can definitely work with it. I have it, around my nose contour. I have it on my brow bone. I have it on the cheek. It's just such a beautiful candlelit glow in a rosy type of finish. I like the shade, and I do like how stunning this brightens your face up. And again, let's put a little bit more on, because you know how this goes. We're cutting that out. Girl, we're cutting that out. But yeah, really cute. Definitely something that you would want to wear. You can use this as an eyeshadow. I really do enjoy it. So if someone has medium to deeper complexions, I really do think that you would love this. If you're someone with light to light medium complexion, I do think that you would love this. I just feel like you would love this more in the eyes, or maybe as like an accentuation for your blush, versus going in with an actual highlight. And the only reason, again, is because it has that deep cast over it. Today, for example, I had to warm up my bronzer quite a little bit, which is fine. I love looking a little extra warm, honey, like I just came out of Malibu. But she shouldn't be this difficult to work with. These are just the facts, honey. These are just the facts, okay? Now let's read into her, because again, so cute in packaging. This is add a pop of color dimension to your basic blush. Okay, definitely there. Now, I will note this. I don't see myself going for such a glittery blush. Listen, I like a little bit of satinness, maybe just a little bit of like where the highlight meets the blush. I'm okay with that. But do I really want a highlighter that's like, or a blush that's that highlighty and beamy? Not me. You know, for the people who do like it, it's great. And I do think also that you can also play with the variety of, you know, deposit. So if you do something, let's say, for example, something a little bit more dense, you'll have more of that kind of beaming payoff. But if you do something that could potentially be a little bit more on the softer side, you'll definitely have more of like a wash of the tone. I just wouldn't buy this as a blush at all. Like, it's very cute, but it's just so metallic that to me, this would be a nightmare with texture, and I don't think it would look that flattering as a actual blush, or maybe a blush topper. I wouldn't use it that way. I would only use it, in my experience, as maybe a combination of highlighters if I'm going for a warmer look, or for the eyes, 110%. And I do like it on the nose. I will say that a lot. I prefer it on the nose more than I do in the cheekbones. But again, this is just me being nitty picky about it. I'm very particular about my highlighters, and I really liked the actual swatch when I was in store, and I really enjoyed the actual tone. But then when I applied it on my face, I was like, I don't know. Let me continue reading this because, girl, it says here, to your basic blush, gives your cheeks a lit from within glow with a multitasking blush slash highlighter hybrid. This glossy powder is saturated with shimmering pearls that offer an optimistic kiss of color when worn alone, or can be worn on top of blush for a skin enhancing pink prismatic glow. Ooh, that does sound really cute. I don't know. Should I try a little bit? I don't know. I don't want to like have too much highlight, but let me try a little bit. Oof, it just picks up so much. I don't know. I'm like, okay. I mean, it's pretty. Don't get me wrong. She's cute, but I don't know. She is very pretty like this. Okay. All right. Listen, I'm eating my words right now. I'm just like taking off the excess. Okay, all right. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe this is very cute as a topper. Be stunning under lights. Yes. She's cute. Okay, we'll give her that. She's very cute. I just elevated the the point system on her. She does look very cute, especially when the light hits it. Yeah, definitely in this case, I would say if you're gonna go in with like a blush topper, utilize something that's a little bit more fluffier. So this way you can kind of pick up the product and gently start working it on the skin. And this way you're not gonna be overwhelmed at all. She's cute. Okay. All right, there we go. This smell like orange vanilla ice cream pop. I can't really pick up these smells. I don't know what it is. I don't smell orange, and I do not smell vanilla, nor an ice cream pop at all. I don't know. I'm hungry, so I should be able to pick up these scents a little bit more, but I don't. I really like how that looks actually on the bronzer, honey. I just scratch that. I wouldn't use it for a highlighter. I would definitely use it more as like a blush topper. Very pretty, darling. She's cute. She's cute. I definitely like her. Now, this guy is retailing for $27, if I didn't mention that. Now, let's go back in here and let's go to the blushes. We did purchase 3 blushes out of the entire collection. At this point, we've had so many blushes that we decided to only purchase the ones that we really felt like we either did not have the pigment of, or one that we would utilize a lot, and definitely we're a little bit low on stock with that one. So blushes are $29. Definitely very cute compact. Let me show you. They look like a tiny little jewelry box, very vintage, which I feel like it's very Too Faced. This one's called the Cloud Crush. They're 93% of natural origin. Box is so stunning. I will tell you this, whoever is doing their designs, they're killing it. Like, they really, really are killing it. I do prefer the quality that they used to have before. But this is cute, just not as cute as like Pinker Times Ahead, or in this case, the Cloud, what is it, Cloud Crush? They did launch 6 really stunning shades, very wearable. I think that definitely there's several for everybody that I really think that they would work really well. And I think that for $29 a piece, it's not too bad. They are going to be more of like a matte satin finish. I really did enjoy that. I feel like they go really beautifully on the skin. They're easy to work with and easy to blend. Really good time using them. Now for us, we did get 3 of them like I mentioned. One of them that we got was the Candy Clouds. This is a diffused matte. Is that the name? Candy Cloud? Yeah, Candy Clouds. The softest, most beautiful pink. And actually, everybody's like, oh my god, it's so similar to the Dior. If I'm honest with you, I haven't found a dupe for the Dior. I feel like Dior is just such a unique formula. I'm not saying it because it is Dior, but for example, if we go into it, they are very similar. But if you're looking for the exact same product, you won't necessarily get it. But like, for example, this one here, if you look at them, definitely very similar. I just feel like this one's a little bit more bright, a little bit more neon. It almost has a little bit more of like a cooler undertone. And this one definitely has a cool undertone, but this gives me off a little bit more lavender. This gives me off a little bit more of like a fuchsia brightness. In person as well, you can clearly see that this is a little bit more on the lavender side. They're very stunning. Both of them are really cute, and I really have come to enjoy. I do have this guy on kind of brushed into it, mixed as well with the Velvet Crush, which honestly, so cute. At first I was like, oh, I'm not sure if I'm gonna like this, but it's so stunning. It's like a really beautiful nudie mauve on the cheekbones, and again, I have that kind of brushed in here. Just really flattering. I would highly encourage you to try the formula. I definitely think that there's colors, like I said, multiple colors for definitely everybody. And just Compact itself is so cute. Now, the last one that we got as well was the Watermelon Rain. Now, Felipe really enjoys this. I can definitely pick up the scent. And to me, this smells more of like atole. You know what I'm saying? Like it smells like vanilla and like creamy and dreamy and like sugary. It smells like a Christmas Mexican drink. This is what this smells like to me, at least. The Cloud Crush, but very stunning. I really did like pairing, you know, this one with this one. I really enjoyed pairing, you know, all of them within each other, and they worked really well. Now, I'm not sure if these ones here, yeah, they're all diffused mattes. So I'm not sure if like within the other ones that we did not get, maybe they had a different type of formula. I didn't really think that at the time that we selected them, there was many options except for these ones and a couple more that I kind of just gravitated towards these ones as well as Felipe did. So very cute. I think for the price point, they're very nice. And I had a really fun time working with them. Definitely highly encourage you to just explore the launch. I definitely will say, at first I wasn't too obsessed with this. Excuse me. I'm like scratching like a dog. I'm like, I'm the most excited about this. Like wearing it and seeing how this glows, it's just actually pretty flattering. I didn't expect to like this as much. And here's the thing. This is a lesson to be learned here. Definitely makeup has so many ways to be applied. And I feel like a lot of the times we think to ourselves, oh, we won't like this, or no, this won't look good. But then we apply it and we're like, wow, we really like that. So definitely very excited to use this now as a blush topper. She's very cute. She's very cute because I feel like the reason why this works so well as a blush topper, now that we've gone to play with it like that, is because it has that kind of nudie beige mauve kind of undertone. So she's working seamlessly with, like, let's say, for example, the Velvet Crush. There's just so many letters in there. I'm like, what is the name? Oh my God. But yeah, I feel like this is why they're pairing so well, because I have this one and then that kind of glow is just working so beautifully. I'm like, girl, is this like my new blush obsession? I'm not sure. I'm kind of concerned about it because it's very, very cute. Now, tell me what you thought about this collection down below. Spill the tea. Don't hold back, honey. If you haven't subscribed, make sure to subscribe. I don't know. If you want me to do any particular videos, let me know. I'm like stumbling through this video because I'm starving. Like I'm literally withering to nothing, honey. This collection, what is your view on where Too Faced is kind of headed? Are you excited for their new launches? Let me know in the comment down below. I cannot wait to read them, and I will catch you on the next one. Bye.